Hello everyone, welcome once again. In this video, we are going to talk about VPC Flow Log. Right, before we go on, let me give you a bit of a scenario here. What we've been tasked to do. Basically, we receive a request from our IT security department that they want to, have a system in place that will capture all our network traffic flowing in and out of our VPC. Why do they need this? So they need this first of all for compliance and auditing purposes. They want to maintain a network workflow, okay, for regulatory requirement. They also for network troubleshooting purposes. They want to capture all this traffic, and again, more importantly, for security and monitoring purpose, in order to detect some unauthorized entry or to support some incidents. Okay, so this is the reason why they want you to capture all your traffic going in and out of your VPC or your network. Okay, so we've talked about VPC. We have a separate video explaining what VPC is about. It's basically your own private network within the cloud. Okay, so now let's go back to what is this flow log. Okay, so this flow log, VPC flow log, will capture all your IP traffic metadata. This metadata, by that I mean the records of the source IP, the destination IP, the port numbers, and then the action that has been taken, whether accept the traffic or reject the traffic, okay, and the account in which this activities has been happening, okay, and you also put what we call a timestamp on it. By that, when did they happen, when did they stop, so the end and then the start date of this traffic. Okay, so let's quickly jump into the console and create what we call a VPC flow log, because this is what the IT security team has tasked us to do. They want to capture all this going forward. So if you are watching this and you work in the IT security department, okay, this is also a go-to in order to have a secure, network traffic being captured. Okay, so let's quickly go to my console and then we will take it from there. Let's go back here. Actually, go back to my AWS account. And what we need, go back to VPC. Right. In our previous video, I created my own custom VPC. So I customized my own VPC and I call it simply done. If you haven't done so, please get your hands on it. Don't just watch the videos, practice this yourself. So by so doing, you get this, stuck in your head. So let's go to our VPC. This is what we are interested in. And if you look here in this session, okay, you will see VPC flow log. It's just saying flow logs. Okay, this is what you need. Okay, so let's capture that. Okay, so you can either create it here, this side on the right hand side. You can create it here, or you go to action and select create flow log. Okay, so let's do it here. Create flow log. Right. First of all, we need to give it a name. Okay, so the name that you want to give it to it. So for example, let's call it um, simply done, something like that. Yeah, flow log, something like that will do. Right, so that is the name. The next thing is, what traffic do you want to capture? Do you want to capture all, or those that has been accepted or those had been rejected? So let's go for all. Right, right. How long do you want to aggregate this? What is the interval? Do you want to do it every minute or every 10 minutes? Because we're doing this video, let's do a minute so we can see some traffic going in. Right, when you capture this information, this log, okay, or this metadata, where do you want to send it? Where is the destination? It has to be something like a container or something to hold this log. One of them is S3. Again, we done video about S3. If you're not sure what S3 is about, it's just a container that you can put so many stuff into it. Okay, like unlimited data files and that. You can also have another destination called, CloudWatch logs. So that one too, you pay for it as well, depending on how many logs you have in there. You can also send it to Firehose and other places as well. But we are interested in sending it to CloudWatch log. Okay, right. When you are sending it to any of these destinations, Do you have the destination ID? What is the name? Do you have it? But we haven't created anything. Okay, we have got this. This is the old one, but let's keep that. We will create one for ourselves. So let me open another tab and go to CloudWatch logs and then create a log group. Okay, so let me open a different tab here. Duplicate this. Yeah, right. And then give it a second. It's not loading yet. Come on. Yeah, come on. What we need is CloudWatch. Yeah. Why is my internet a bit slow here? Right. So CloudWatch. Open a tab here, and then let's look for. Come on. That's it. Right, they've got new stuff here. Anyway, AWS keep changing stuff, keep updating. Oh, this thing is coming in, all this AI stuff. Right. They used to have like a log group here. Now they have like log management. Again, it has changed. So you go to log management, right? And then we create our own log group. Yeah. Remember, this is where all the logs will be posted to. Yeah. So we create our log, you give it a name. Okay, like simply, okay, done. Okay, CloudWatch. Actually, let's do VPC Flow Log. Yeah, we'll do. That's fine. Okay, right. How long do you want to hold this? Okay, based on what the IT security department told us, we need to, hold this for compliance purposes. Let's hold it for a year. Okay, so let's go for, what is that? Let's go for 12 months. Happy days. So after 12 months, this will be deleted. Okay, if you want to keep it forever, never expire, it's up to you. But for learning purposes, let's keep it 12 months, and that's what the IT department is telling us. So we are happy with that. If you want to have encryption, KMS, you can do that. Okay, the rest is like, let's leave the way it is. You can tag if you want, but let's create our log destination. Okay, so when we go back to our VPC whilst we're creating it here, actually it's this one, this tab. Yeah, so what we need to do is to refresh this. Okay, and then let's drop it down, and this is the one we created. So simply done, VPC Flow Log. We happy with that. Right, service access. By that we mean, remember, stuff are going to be collected, stuff are going to be sent. So we are going to give, okay, like assume role for the VPC Flow Log permission to capture the traffic, okay, and then post the information or the metadata into the CloudWatch logs. Okay, so by that it needs permission. What permission we will assign it? I'll show you what the permission is about. Okay, so we will create one, and then let's add something here. Okay, yeah, let's add something at the end here. So this will be the name of the role. It's going to assume a role and perform action. Yeah, happy days. Right, the log record format. Right, so the format is, can you see here? If you can see here, it says we have a version as the first bit, and then we have the account ID where the activity is happening. We have the interface, okay, and then the source address, the destination address, the source port, destination port, protocol, packet, and so on and so forth. So this is the format. If you don't do anything, this is the format that we're going to see the logs. Okay, we're going to see the activities will be in this format. Are you happy so far? Nice. So after that, all you need to do is to create. Nice and simple, no dramas. You're cooking on the gas. Right, so the log is created. What I wanted to show you is the IAM role, what the VPC flow log is going to do. So we've given it permission to capture the traffic and send it. Okay, so quickly, and then we'll go back and see what traffic we capturing. So here, IAM role, quickly. Again, I've done a separate video and I've fully explained IAM role permissions and all that. Okay, so technically it's going to assume a role. Watch this, trusted relationship. Click on that. Okay, and this is the relationship. A service principal is going to assume a role. The service principal is called VPC Flow Log, okay, and is going to assume a role in my account, okay, and is going to use this source ARN, okay, that is the VPC Flow Log source ARN. Happy days. What permission has it got? It's got permission. Let's break into it. So effect is been allowed to carry out this action. So it's going to send a log. Actually, it's going to create log stream, okay, and it's going to put log event. That is the event, the IP address it has captured and that the metadata, okay, to this log destination, and then also create this and also allow to describe all the log group for what all the resources. That is what it's doing. Right. So we've done that. Let's quickly go to the VPC flow log destination and see if there's any traffic or activities in there. Okay. So again, VPC. Let's go to CloudWatch logs. So this is the one we created. Come back in here. Okay. So this is the log stream. Okay. Remember we didn't create this. This is the VPC flow log creating it. Okay. By the permission we gave it to it. So let's go into it, okay, and you can see some activities are happening, okay. So every minute, like we set it up, okay, like this is what the format is about. Can you see the version, the account? This is my account ID. Can you see here at the top right corner? That's my account ID. The source, address, and then destination, the port, and so on and so forth. And it's saying accept. Okay, so that is the action itself. Okay, and it's okay. In a nutshell, once you're done, so those departments will be able to come in here and see what is coming in, what's being blocked, what's being allowed, which IP address, where is the source and the destination, what is doing what at what point in time. And again, like I said, either for compliance, okay, that's what your IT department want or your business want, or for troubleshooting, network troubleshooting, again for security and monitoring of your network, you can come in here and do stuff. Okay, I hope this helped, and I will see you in our next video. Happy learning. Bye bye.